Hello everybody, it's Sippy Cup, and I have a new game to show you guys if you haven't already seen it. This is, as you can see, Dungeons of Dredmor. Dungeons of Dredmor is a roguelike dungeon crawler. What do I mean by roguelike? If you're familiar with games like NetHack, Angaband, Moria, things like that, basically text-based adventures, except this one, mercifully, is not text-based. There's actually cool graphics and, funny sprites. So let's take a look and see what it's all about. So when you create a new game, you got a couple options here: difficulty and permadeath, meaning permadeath basically deletes your saved games on that character when you die, and then you go to difficulties here. I'm not super confident, so I'm just going to go medium for now. So here you have 7 skill points, and you have these different kind of schools of combat specialization and magic and things like that. So I want to make a guy who's like an axe-wielding berserker warrior type guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him axes. Oh, and I should say that when your character levels up, you get to allocate points in kind of a special skill tree that is specific to each one of these abilities. You'll see more when I actually get there. So I'll pick axes, berserker rage, maybe dodger, maybe master of arms. Blood Mage is a good one. Regain health and mana. Actually, wait, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Vampirism, yes. Maybe, let's see, I need 2 more points. Why not dual wielding? Very barbarian berserker-ish. And I need one more thing. How about... assassination. This sometimes lets... Oh, you know what? I'll do Viking Wizardry. There we go. That's pretty berserker. Alright, once you picked your skills, go done. Gotta choose a name. We'll call this guy Olaf. I've been playing too much League of Legends. Alright, so there's some text here. I'm just gonna skip past that real quick. You can read it if you end up getting the game, which is $5 on Steam. Dirt cheap. The music is kinda bothering me. Let's turn off the music. Okay, so you basically move using your WASD keys. You move 1 square at a time, which will be familiar to people who have played the aforementioned roguelike type games. So here you can see there's some items on the ground. You can pick it up with left click. You either drop it into your belt, or you can open up your inventory with I. There's crates to smash, and things to pick up. There's a spear. So one thing to note, since I chose axe as my specialization, if I equip a spear, I get a debuff called bad weapon. You're using a weapon that you don't know how to use, so your attacks are going to be less effective. So if you choose a skill to specialize in, weapon-wise, just make sure that you use that weapon and not other weapons, otherwise you're going to get penalties. So I'll take this cheese. Okay, so because I chose Vampirism, I can only gain health by attacking enemies. I just queued up a magic spell here, Power of Magic Steel. This is going to give me bonus damage when I attack. I just cast that with right click, so now kick down a door. Here's a monster, he's sleeping. I'm going to attack him. Boom, one shot. So you can see that it's kind of turn-based, except for the enemies automatically take their turns immediately following your movement, or I guess sort of consecutively, you'll see. So when I move 1 square, this guy moved up, this guy didn't move. Boom, killed that guy too. Making this look easy. You can also just press spacebar to remain in place and let the enemy take a turn but skip your own, which is good. You can do that so that you don't give the enemy attacks of opportunity where they can attack you on the same turn that they move. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the object is to explore. You pick up a lot of items. There's kind of funny flavor text. Have you seen this large eyebrowed man? No, I haven't seen anyone like that. So yeah, I mean, the game's really cheap. There's a ton of different skill combinations to try. You can go mage kind of centric, you can go rogue centric, you can do a warrior like me, You can do all kinds of different permutations in between. It's really fun. I've been enjoying it a lot. It is kind of difficult later on. Verdant potion. Some of the potions you don't actually know. Oh, this is poison, not potion. Some of the potions, though, you won't know what they do until you drink them, which is kind of a throwback to some of those roguelike games I mentioned before. You would just get like a fulminating red potion. You drink it to find out what it does, and then anytime you run into one of those again, you know what it is. Of course, sometimes it could be something kind of deadly, and well, you know, it's fun anyway. So you see there's some kind of calculations going on here. I've got a certain percentage chance to do crits, and this is Uber chest is locked, sad. Smash crates, picking up steaks. I can't actually use these. See what happens if I try to eat it. You crave the blood of innocence, not the food of mortals. That is because I chose vampirism. I wanted to show you what happens when I level up, so I'm going to pause it here for a minute. Alright, anyway, I just straight up died, so I started another character. This one is kind of wizardy. No particular reason, just because I've been making a lot of rogues and warriors. So let me pause again while I try to advance a bit, and I'll show you what happens when you level up. Well, you know, I just realized I don't actually have to level up to show you this part. So down here you've got your skills tab, which you can access with K. As you can see, for each of the schools that I chose unarmed, vampirism, astrology, Promethean magic, which is fire magic, magic training, which is just, you know, basically a sort of training tree that just amplifies your magic power regardless of what other magic trees you chose. Then there's blood magic, and then archaeology. And yeah, so when you level up, you get to invest a point in one of these trees. So some of the later powers start getting pretty cool. So, you know, Dragonfoot technique is the top unarmed skill. You get a lot of bonuses. These little icons here, I can't really mouse over them because they're in this description, but if you open up your character screen, you can kind of see what these do. I believe, let's see, let's open this up. So one of them is, I think, this, counter chance. I think another one might have been magic resistance, maybe? Yeah. Anyway, you can kind of see these little icons here. They're kind of small, but when you see, if you mouse over items and they have these various little icons with the numbers next to them, that denotes how much of a bonus it gives you in a certain thing. So you see the 2 with the kind of squiggly lines there, that is dodge chance, so it gives you +2 dodge chance. The one adjacent to that is a block chance, and then the one on the far right, the white one with a 4, appears to be a bonus to armor absorption. It's how good your armor is at standing between you and inevitability. The game has a lot of funny little text like that. Anyway, this is a little shop, so you can purchase these things. You could theoretically shoplift them, but then Brax will beat you down. Anyway, so that's about all I got to show you so far. You know, you pretty much explore. You find it's kind of similar to Diablo in the sense that you will explore a bit until you find a staircase that leads down, and then you kind of keep going deeper and deeper until you find crazier and crazier bosses and enemies, and try to make it as far as you can before you die or prosper, you know, and vanquish the bosses. Alright, I guess that's about it. Post in the comments if you have any questions. Again, this game is called Dungeons of Dredmor. It's $5 on Steam. Very good value. Plenty of entertainment for the money. So I highly encourage you to check it out. Alright, tune in next time. See ya.